A first down throw for Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Give him 30 yards there. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Caught left side by Hilton. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. 20! And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 34. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Mariota throwing complete there to Walker. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's see what you got.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Justin Houston in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
That's track. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
Where are they, team?
58 Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. H3, 218. Chopper.
3.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch the safety creep.
40, easy, alert.
53 at the mic.
Luck now to throw. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds Humphries. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
And the Titans first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But now it'll be 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. It's locked. He's going to wind up and air it out. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mariota to throw it. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
1st down, Tennessee.
Number 53.
Throwing is Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Mariota now. His throw caught at about the 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They come out here in the eye. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Terry connecting on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And there's Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw Mariota. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On first down, it's Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Go.
Here's Lott. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Luck on first down. Being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Titans.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Now again, right side. Hines. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he gets it to Funchess complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Looking deep for Hilton. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 56 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They will run with Ware, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Luck. Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. It is Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it again with Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Titans go. It's Mariota. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with a 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Hines. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing is Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They run again with Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film.